Okay, we're at our house. We're a tenant. We had to ask to leave due to few issues. We have to think of some solutions on how to deal with this. We're actually putting this house up for sale. Cash buyers only. So if you're interested, it's a 3-2. It's going to need some work, but not that much. That's our property line right there. And I don't know if you can see the other flag, but we'll have to put a fence. Because we're finding out that they do not have the right of way to use this as a driveway. That back house over there. Because right along here is exactly where our big 1,000-gallon tank, septic tank is. They've been driving over it. So there's the top part of it. And we thought it was over here, but we found out when we had an issue of the tenant using baby wipes and then clogging up the system, and one thing led to another. So now we have to put an L fence up here. Get a hold of the owner, which I've been trying to call the owner, and I'll be sending a letter and everything letting them know that we're going to be closing this up and they don't have the right of way to use this as a driveway. Because once we do that and this house gets moved out of here, what we are going to do with our line right here, and actually you should not be putting your house up that close to property lines. According to the county, they've got to be, I think, around 10 feet away or something like that, maybe more. But this is where Steve staked it out. So it goes all the way back there. And all these trees, I'm going to see if I can get someone to come in here and clear all these trees out. And the reason being is because we need field lines, at least 75, well maybe longer, because this is a 3-bedroom. We might need 100 feet of drainage field lines. And then what we want to do is find out where our back line is, which we know, but stake that so that we can clear this up, put a tiny little home in here too, 1 2-bedroom, small one like we're doing in Sally, and rent it out to seniors, and they have a nice little place to go. And this will sell because we're slowly going to replacing our older homes with brand new homes, and this would be a nice little spot for an elderly couple that are very active. And they just want a little tiny place to live in. And then we can clear this all up, because the field lines originally probably run up and through here. And there had to be 100 feet worth. So our house could possibly be on top of some field lines.
Oh no. Poo-poo.
And it's interesting how you don't really know this until you start having issues with your septic tank. So we need to correct all that. And this has been a good little rental for us. We've had one tenant since we put it here that has lived here. It's unfortunate that maybe it's for a reason. She had a little baby and started using a lot of baby wipes and clogged up underneath the house sewer system, bubbling over in the tank. Saw a lot of wipes in there. Complete septic came and sucked it all out, but The house was never functioning properly and things just kept getting clogged up. This is a concrete tank, so we know it's pretty old. And when we sit here and redo this whole area back here, we're going to think about the best place to put a new septic and new field lines. Now this house over here is also ours. This is in Swansea, and we could probably get away with clearing these trees out and putting a little rental there, and then eventually the house up at the front has a big front yard. We'll eventually sell that house and also put a smaller house there for seniors, and that's our goal, is to switch everything over to rent-to-owns, and then replacing our older homes with what we sell them for to invest into brand new homes. Part of our retirement plans. This one needs a very nice power wash. It's very filthy. When you're around a bunch of trees, that's what happens. So our tenant left us with a lot of furniture. We might have to end up getting a dumpster out here. We noticed where she had a freezer sitting, there's a soft spot. And as you can see, she left us with a lot of stuff. So one weekend we have to come in here and get this all cleaned out. We'll probably end up putting this dryer, I'm sure it probably works, on Nextdoor, Craigslist, or anywhere to try to sell it for a few bucks. We'll need new carpet, although this was a very nice carpet and you could easily steam clean this, but she's been here for 7-8 years and it's nasty. So I usually end up just pulling everything out, especially when a tenant lives here this long. So this is the master, and then the master bathroom, old toilet, little tiny vanity. I like when they use stick push pins and towels for curtains. Not. Steve and I had come in here about a year or two ago and replaced the tub and the surround in this bathroom because the original tub, there was a leak through the drain there, which caved in the subfloor. So we had to come in here one day and replace all that. Steve, right now, we're replacing the locks on this back door. I have to get a lock guard, which I'll probably pick up tomorrow. And then come back out here and install it because you can easily break into the back door because it's not sitting tight on here. Maybe we can adjust this, Steve. I think if we adjust this, we can get it from being that loose. We're going to try to adjust this right here and bring it back and see if we can tighten the door up because that's how we got in today. Don't tell anyone.
I didn't.
Okay. I remember when Shane, our plumber, I was someplace else and he was in the neighborhood and wanted me to let him in, and I'm like, I don't have the keys. But I told him to break in the back door. It was easy. And he goes, I've never had an owner tell me to break into a tenant's house. And I told him, that's okay, I won't tell no one.
Oh, hush you up.
But it's a solid little house. The bones are pretty good. There's some areas of subfloor that I'm going to walk carefully over from the old. You can see my foot. That particle board has caved in after wear and tear for a while. They'll do that. This is the bedroom that Steve and I came in on one Saturday and spent the day changing out the whole, 3/4 of the subfloor down here. So they left us a lot of furniture here. like my artwork to cover up a hole on the door so you don't have to replace the whole door. But anyways, you know, the tub's okay, it's just filthy. An old toilet, an old vanity. And then over here is another bedroom. They left us a bed. I don't like selling mattresses, so we'll just toss those. Here's some push pin action going on. And this one you can put central heating and air. Right now we just have one huge window unit that will cool down the whole house, and it actually does good if you turn on your fan so you can circulate the air through the vents. Plus there's a lot of shade in this area, but whoops, forgot about that hole in the floor. But this big unit, it's supposed to, and this is about 1,000 square foot home. We're gonna take this out, really clean it up, spin a good little system, and maybe sell it, get some extra money there. If anyone sees anything on this video that you want, let me know and give you a couple bucks for it. And you know, then you don't have to worry about looking at friends like that. If you want some broccoli and cheese ravioli, let me know. If you want some of that, let me know. Hey, if you're into pickles, I've got some pickles. We got a deep fryer, a toaster. A lot of this stuff, if it's still good, I usually pack it and give it to his house, which is a ministry out here where they do a lot of good for the community. And she did leave me a key, just one key. So that means she has the other. So we're here today changing out keys. Now, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow to put a safeguard on the back of this door so you can't break in as easily as Steve did, and a latch better. He's working on that now, because you can see how loose it is, and if you can la 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 la. Out here in the country, David usually watches the guy, our renter at the front, watches the place out, but you just never know. So, if you need a dryer, anyone needs a dryer, this is located in Swansea. Let me know. I'll plug it in and check it out. We'll sell it to you for a good price. Usually dryers hardly ever break down, especially the ones that are not the new electronics. When you get the older ones, they usually last a lot longer than the newer ones, because once the electronic board breaks down, that's the most expensive part of a washer or a stove or anything like that. And that's why we use these stoves in our renters, because they last longer, believe it or not. You get a flat top or anything like that, anything with electronics breaks down, it costs more to replace that than the whole stove, so we end up going back to the simple stuff. Steve right now is changing out locks. I think he did already while I was doing the walkthrough, but
Yep.
yeah. Oh good, the ones we took from the house, they all worked, so that's a good thing. The old ones are down there. But yeah, this was all brand new stuff, and this is usually how a tenant leaves, and it's unfortunate. She's been a good tenant, and I had to tell her to leave because we had Complete Septic come out here and look for a solution. Is this real or fake?
It's fake.
Yeah, it's fake. A real solution. Yeah, if you want some fake money, I'll give you $70 for that.
We'll apply it towards the purchase.
Yeah, apply it towards the purchase if you want. But if you know anyone that is looking for a mobile home, we're going to sell it for a good price. You'll have to find a mover. We can connect you up with some. and it needs to be moved off the land. We want to do this within a month or two because we want to start coming in here probably early winter and start working, if not sooner, right after the holidays on this land and clearing it out and getting the fences up and marking our property lines. Look, there's an old washer too. And if you need it for parts, it's not working, you're into metal and parts or washer, let me know and I'll let you come and haul it off for free. How's that? So if you need a bed, this looks like it's a double, maybe a queen. You know, it's cheap wood and stuff, but it'll work for someone to get them through, and a dresser. I'll let you have it. You will just have to come and pick it up. Or if you know anyone that needs anything. Like I said, this is in Swansea. We have a refrigerator here that is working. Just needs to be cleaned out. Defrost the top part, but it is working. Oh look. Now we know what our tenants do. But if you need one, I'm willing to just give it to you for free. You take it, you clean it up. It's a Frigidaire, so that's a decent quality. And it'll fit like 63 inches and below. It'll fit in a slot like that. It's probably about 3-4 feet maybe. Would you say this is like 3 feet wide?
No.
Refrigerator?
That's going to be at most 2
feet
4
wide?
inches. Yeah.
That's 2 feet? That looks bigger than 2 feet. This is like 2.5, 3 feet.
If it's over 2 feet, it's just over, but I have to give a tape measure to find out for certain.
Okay. And stove. Sure it's still working because we didn't get any maintenance requests. We'll give that too. You can clean it up. So if you know anyone that's in need, and they can come out here with the truck and pick this up, just give me a holler. Our office number is 803-223-9109.
Don't forget to holler.
Yeah, 803-223-9109. So that's it for today. I'm going to be heading out to Sally right now. I had a guest over the weekend. I got to turn over that place and get it ready for the next guest. But until then, like I always say, no matter what comes your way, just go out and make it a great day.